I never thought dirt bikes was gonna take me nowhere. It was just the popular shit in the city. Growing up as a kid, I ain't know what I wanted to be. I say it a lot, like, there's 90% of the kids that don't respect no OGs. That's why also a bunch of men ain't saying nothing to these young niggas because they know they ain't gonna listen. The old head that's telling you, boy, I went through that, so you ain't gotta go through this, so do it this way. The best thing was my mother not hiding nothing from us. My mother was in the streets. So growing up, it was like, you wanna do that or you wanna do this. So me, I took the dirt bike route, but my whole family come from the streets. Just because you got $1 million don't mean you got morals and principles. You was just chosen to be in that position. I would say, don't be so loyal that you stupid. You know this ain't the right thing, but you so loyal to this person, you not even seeing that it's wrong. I went through like a little depression stage because I was in fame so early that the money didn't amount up to the fame.
Welcome to Personal Perspectives, Podcast Episode 7. And today's guest really don't need no introduction, but we still gonna give him one. One of the best dirt bike riders in the world, actors, father, and also community activist, Chino. Welcome.
What up, bro?
How you doing, brother?
How you doing? Good?
I really appreciate you for coming.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you for having me.
So how you feeling, man?
So I'm feeling good.
How 2025 treat you?
I mean, 2025 just started, so you know this first quarter, we just warming up. You know what I mean? Getting into it and just, we building for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? First quarter is like the quarter that means something.
Okay.
Second quarter, you slow down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Third quarter, you just roll through it. And then fourth quarter, you start to chill so we can get back into the first quarter. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That's where we at with it right now.
Okay, so how's your mental from 1 to 10?
My mental, that's a great question. I'm in a great space, truthfully. 2024 was like a great year for me with everything that I had going on. And I ended it on a positive note. I'm starting 2025 off on a positive note. And just really, so for me, the beginning of the year is always tough. And then, like right now, I'm in the process of renegotiating my contract with Monster. So right now, I'm just attacking everything so the rest of the year can go smooth.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
sure.
that. I like that. Congratulations on everything.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So before we even get into what you drinking and stuff like that, first I want to give you your flowers to start off the episode.
No, for sure. I appreciate that.
A legend, you know what I'm saying? Always watching your journey from coming up, you feel me? First time I got to meet you was with Lil Migo.
When he came to my hood, right?
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
took the pictures and everything.
Yeah.
And, I really appreciated that.
No,
the
for sure.
opportunity, you reposting and different stuff like that too
Yeah.
as well. But what do you drink?
I drink Hibiki, whiskey.
Okay. So
Whiskey.
can we get him the Hibiki?
Hibiki. Yeah, whiskey, yeah.
Okay, so put us on that. Like, what was the first time you like actually drinking?
My first time having it, I was in New York in the studio. I was in the studio with Meek and Meek. So we in there and there's a bunch of liquor around, but at the time I'm drinking Remy. Oh yeah, definitely. I gotta have that for sure. So I drink Remy at the time. So it wasn't no Remy in there. So I'm like, ain't no Douce in here right now. Even the bar was like a little low right now in the studio. So he had that. I'm like, damn, what is it? He like, it's a Japanese whiskey.
Right.
I'm like, I ain't never had whiskey before. So bam. So then I just took a shot of it because it was brown. It was like the closest thing to brown. And I don't really do tequila. It started giving me a headache and shit like that. So when I drunk, I'm like, damn, this shit actually nice.
Okay.
But it give you a tequila vibe. Like it don't taste like a regular whiskey. It tastes like a tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This goddamn price ain't no regular.
No, for sure.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a different ball game within itself.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. That's where I'm at. That's all I drink.
So let me know. I'll pull up for you. And we also got some different type of wine.
Okay.
We don't really like disclose, like free promo.
Yeah, that's understandable. Definitely.
But definitely. Got some wine too, just in case you don't mix, we got 2 different cups.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, for you. Whenever you want me to pull up,
Yeah, come on.
just say, bro, pull up. Okay. Let me know when to stop.
That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna go wine. Got to go wine. So I pull up,
You
right?
like that wine?
Yeah, I'm gonna go wine, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you got it?
For sure.
What we toasting?
What we toasting to? We toasting
Yeah.
to great life.
Okay.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
You don't never go down. You always go up.
Well,
Don't never tap the table. We always going up, never down.
and we up there.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? We up. Dang. You put me on. You know what I'm saying? Some game. That's what we. That's
Always up. We ain't never going down. For sure.
for sure. Okay, so the first question I want to ask you outside of your mental, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is outside of bike riding. Who is Chino at the core?
At the core, that's a good question. At the core, so what you mean, like overall, who is Chino?
Yes.
So overall, I would say myself. I'm a brand. Also, like dirt bike for me was just like what kicked the door down for me. You understand? So it introduced me to a lot of things and got me in a lot of different rooms and stuff like that. But outside of dirt bike got me into acting, and then just over time, just doing the right thing with my sponsors and things like that. And now it actually got me into real estate.
Okay.
So that's really, I would say, like, Chino is a brand. I don't just do one thing. I got a lot of stuff going on. I may not say nothing about it or post about it or nothing like that, but I definitely got a lot of stuff going on off Instagram and just off the internet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I see you really don't post a lot.
yeah, for me now, it's just like, Instagram is strictly business now for me.
Right.
So if it ain't gonna be the regular posting and just posting anything no more. If it ain't got nothing to do with Monster or my brand or me working on the houses or whatever, it's like I've been on Instagram since Instagram started. You
Right.
feel me? So, and I've been Chino for 15 years now. So
A long
it's like
time.
I'm me for real, not just on Instagram. So I have a real life outside of that. So it's just be like I get to it when I get to it. It ain't really a big deal for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you just gave us a lot
Yeah.
just now. And I appreciate that. You
Oh,
laid
for
it
sure.
all out, right? So before we get into who you are today, right?
Yeah.
Let's take it back for him, right?
Yeah.
What was it like growing up, your childhood?
Growing up, my childhood was just like it wasn't no different than any other kid growing up in the neighborhoods that we come from in Baltimore City, you know what I mean? So, of course, we seen what was right in front of our face, you know. We know Baltimore, but for people that don't, you know, a lot of stuff go on here, whether it's drugs, killing, whatever.
Right.
That's nothing that we glorify, but that's just what goes on in our neighborhood, which I feel like I would like to change that, but
For sure.
it's just what happened, because that's where we come from. But yeah, that was my upbringing. I always tell people, like, I can't really say I was poor growing up. I wasn't.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like my mother and my father, they went through them sacrifices for me not to have to experience that. You know what I mean? So we wasn't rich. We wasn't we ain't had the most. We was on Section 8 and shit like that, but it was just like, I can't really say I was poor because I had.
Yeah.
I had every new pair of Jordans that came out. I had the clothes. You know what I'm saying? I was going to public schools and we was living in the hood, but my mother and my father already went through that for me not to have to go through that. And I got 2 sisters, 1 brother. My brother got killed. So.
Okay. So you just spoke on your family.
Right.
You spoke on growing up and having it. But you also just said a key thing that I just tuned into. You said it's things that happen here that you would like to change.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel like those different, what's something that you can pinpoint and say, okay, this is something that I've always been thinking about that I want to change, and how would you change that?
For me, it's like seeing what motivate my generation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So just knowing that what motivate my generation is Instagram. Instagram motivate my generation. And also, my generation moved too much off of the music that they listen to and actually really follow it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, far as like what these rappers rapping about that they doing, and some of them not even doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Most of them not doing it, they're just rapping. So you might hear this rapper talking about what he done, this, that, and the third, falls in the streets, whether it's killing or selling drugs, and that don't really be going on.
Right.
And they be glorifying it, like the shiesties and all that. So you see that, which I wear shiesties as well. I ain't against that, but it's just like certain shit where kids is really going off of this music and going outside and doing it.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't just listening to it. And they don't respect none of the men.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So me growing up, I had a lot of men, and what I mean by men is like substantial men around me. You know what I'm saying? So still to this day, whether, I hate to say it like this, but it's this how I gotta say it. Whether I'm more successful than them or they more successful than me, I still listen to what they got to say. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas though most of these kids, it's 90% of the kids that don't respect no OGs. They don't respect no men. So that's why also a bunch of men ain't saying nothing to these young niggas, because they know they ain't gonna listen. And they might have it going for themselves at the time. In whichever area or whichever they into, they might got it going for themselves at the time.
Right.
But they ain't gonna listen to the old head that's telling you, boy, I went through that, so you ain't gotta go through this, so do it this way.
Yeah.
No, they got they head so big that they ain't even really trying to hear that. And then when they crash into a wall, that's when they start thinking about, like, damn, I should have listened.
Okay.
You see who I walked in here with?
Yeah.
2 men.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And both of them can tell me what to do.
Right.
Well, if they can't tell me what to do, whereas though it's like they gonna tell me anything, whereas I can go crash out.
Right.
But I'm gonna listen to what they saying because I got the respect for them. Yeah. And I know they really ain't gonna tell me nothing wrong because they got my best interest.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts. I like that. Okay. So, what's one key lesson or experience that someone older have taught you that shaped you who you are today?
I would say one of my homies had told me, he like, yo, don't be so loyal that you stupid. Understand what that mean?
No, can you
Don't be
elaborate?
so loyal to something to where you stupid, whereas though you know, like you so loyal to somebody and you're so loyal, but it's really, I wouldn't say benefiting because everything ain't about benefiting in the situation, but it's like, you know this ain't the wrong thing, but you so loyal. You know this ain't the right thing, but you so loyal to this person, you not even seeing that it's wrong.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you're not even cautious.
Yeah, that's a fact. You just, because you like this person and you mess with this person so much, everything you feel like he's saying is right, and it ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's just like your loyalty of, he may cross you in some type of way, but you're like, no, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But somebody is telling you this is what happened. But because you didn't see it with your eyes, and they may have seen it with their eyes, you tell them, no, that ain't happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I did that with survivor's remorse.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little, like I did that in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, trying to help the guys out.
Yeah.
Knowing that, you know what I'm saying, we not on the same frequency. But just being loyal to the point where I'm like, yo, I almost crashed out. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to resurface myself and be like, whoa. Yeah. I got back up. So I definitely did that.
For me, that's like something that shaped me as well throughout my life. Like I done been, that shit right there, that's my life where you mess with people so much that I was in a space at one point in time where I'm messing with people. Meek said it one time in the song, he said, almost had me put my dreams on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you putting all these people before you and you ain't even really focusing on your craft or whatever is your gift, you're not really focusing on it. You get what I'm saying? Because whatever is going on. And you put your shit on the back burner just to either to focus on your guys, to figure out if y'all going through something or not, or just to fix things with the guys, period.
Okay.
And then your shit on the shelf and everything at pause.
Yeah.
So then when you realize, like, damn, the whole time, this is what was going on. When you wake up, now you so far away from what you was focused on, you gotta go back.
Right. Facts.
And start over.
Yeah.
Then there. So for me, that happened so many times where it's just like,
Yeah.
I just try to stay focused as much as possible now, and then it's like nothing is genuine out here no more.
Nah. Don't even go.
Nah, for
Oh,
sure. It's
man.
like it ain't nothing genuine out here no more.
Facts. Okay. So before we get into family and friends, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like growing up as a kid, right? What did you really want to be?
Growing up as a kid, I ain't know what I wanted to be. I say it a lot, like, I never thought dirt bikes was gonna take me nowhere. It was just the popular shit in the city.
Okay.
I wanted to be like, I always said as well, I wanted to be like Lips.
Lips.
Dirt bike, he used to ride dirt bikes. He was one of the flyest.
Okay.
He had braids. He was one of the flyest niggas in the city. He was stylish on the bike. I wanted to be like Lips. So, I'm like, damn, Lips, hot and he nice on the bike. So, and he was the youngest and the most talked about, and he had the swag, whatever. So I wanted to be like him the whole time while I'm riding. So then, as I start riding, I get close to Lips because he's still riding.
Facts.
I get close to him, and over time, from me riding so much, I just got nice. And then Lips might have took time off or whatever, and then this around the time that YouTube and Instagram start popping, but Lips like out of the picture. He like chilling, he doing whatever he doing, but he ain't really on bikes. You get what I'm saying? So me, I'm on bikes. So I just happen to just pop off on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, because you was one of the first people I ever seen do the Superman. Like let the bike go.
I used to call myself a little Superman. No, that's no hands. When
Oh, that's no hands?
Yeah, that's called no hands.
All right, so what is the Superman?
Superman is when you stand in the seat.
You stand in the seat.
You standing on the seat with no brakes. Yeah,
Y'all
for
some
sure.
Yeah,
It's
on the
different.
bikes,
That
man.
shit a real talent. That shit a real talent.
So, let's get into family, right?
Okay.
I know you dived into mom,
Yeah.
and household, and how you grew up, right?
Right.
But how did it look? Because you spoke on your brother and stuff like that. Like, how was the household constructed? Because I see right now up top, actually, like meeting you on a one-on-one tip, and as we talking,
Right.
it had to be structured a certain type of way for you to just grow up and still have those same principles and morals and stand on what you stand on.
I feel like the best thing in my household, and it wasn't like my father and mother wasn't together, but it was like close friends. Whereas though it really wasn't a day I could see my father every day if I wanted to because they was on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the best thing in my household, which was with my mother and my brother and my sisters, the best thing was my mother not hiding nothing from us. My mother was in the streets. My mother hid nothing from us. She might have closed the door if she was in a room doing whatever, as far as like that had anything to do with the streets. But her room, it was one house where her room was in the basement, and to get to the laundry room, we had to go through her room. Right. So I might knock on her door, but she don't know I'm paying attention. I see my mother in there
doing her thing.
Doing what she gotta do, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like I keep it pushing, get my shit out the laundry room and go back to my room. Okay. So then it was just like growing up, it was you seen it, you know what come with it. Is that what you want to do? That's not what she asked me, but me looking back, it's like, damn, that was the best thing she could have did was just not hide nothing from us. So growing up, it was like, you want to do that or you want to do this? This is not the question she asked me. It was like, you want to ride a dirt bike or you want to be in the streets? Facts. So me, I took the dirt bike route, but my whole family come from the streets. Yeah. And I wouldn't even say I took the dirt bike route. It chose me. You know what I'm saying? It chose me. So I feel like, and seeing like some of my homies that was growing, that when we grew up, just seeing some of the shit that they got into and got in trouble because of they didn't have knowledge of the streets because either their mother or father hid it from them. So they wanted to know what was going on, but they didn't know nothing. Right. So they jumped out there with no knowledge.
First action.
You know what I'm saying? So they jumped out there with no knowledge and something happened. Right. Whether they get locked up or just get into a situation. Okay. They had no knowledge of the streets.
Makes sense.
So for me, I feel like that was the best thing where it was like, oh, you want to take this route or that route?
Okay.
She never hit it. It was sometimes like, can't really get into details, but it was just like sometimes I might be in the car with her. Yeah. While she going somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Like, in so many words, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. No, I'm here.
Me, it's just like, I feel like that was the best thing ever happened because it made me like, all right, if I wanted to do that, I'm aware of what goes on in that department, though.
Yeah.
But luckily, this chose me. You understand what I'm saying? So,
facts.
yeah.
Facts. It's funny you spoke on that because, like, right, you didn't have so much of a strict household. You had a household where everything was on the table.
I've been outside my whole life.
Right.
Like, literally out on the pavement, riding my bikes my whole life. Like, I know at one time I probably was like, I might have been like 9, 10. My mother homegirl, she seen me east. We from west, she seen me east. You know your son over here on a dirt bike? My mother ain't say nothing. That's what he do. He on a dirt bike. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about like that for real. I started learning how to ride a pedal bike at 2 with no trainer wheels. That's no cat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm saying, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, bro. I just seen, so Trayvon pulled up to this clothing line I'm sponsored by. It's called Boudier. He pulls up to the grand opening.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a video.
Yeah.
I'm recording. Bro, when I tell you I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
Right.
For real. I'm looking at the one that he's always with. It's the dark skin one. He be riding with you too as well. Sean. I know
guys.
Sean. Yes, I know Sean from Park Heights.
Yeah.
Right? I'm looking at Sean because Sean just passed me, so I'm recording him. By the time I turn back around, Trayvon is there, and I low-key got in his way. When I tell you the bike was this close,
Trayvon
and he's
different.
At the last minute,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Both of them different, but Trayvon just got a little more edge to him. He don't care.
He like
Sean care a little more than Trayvon do.
Listen, me and my peoples always have just the beat, right?
Yeah.
And they know, for real. I always be like, you number one. I always said. But watching him, I'm like, yo, he's the next. I don't never want to call a man the next version of a man.
I know exactly.
But I'm like, it's like that style.
He just got it.
Yeah.
There's some people that just got it.
Just on the bikes, I'm just like, bro, there's no way. Like, last time I really seen that is when you go back to your YouTube days where you just was reckless.
Yeah.
It's just reckless. I'm like,
sometimes I see Trayvon and I see Sean and I be like that. I swear to God, son, I be like, yo, but then if I look back at my shit, it be like, you was doing the same thing. But I guess it's because like I grew up now and it's just like,
cause you be more chill now.
I'm like that.
Yeah, you be more chill now. You got more like control. I see you in the front. You chill. You might throw your arm out every now and then. I'm like, yeah, he getting old.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
I ain't getting old.
I'm like,
yeah.
All right, okay, cool. So, how important is family to you?
I ain't gonna lie, family is very important. That's like, for me, I take family very serious. I think everybody do, but it's like me, it's like family is family and loyalty is like the same. So if you loyal to me, you down there like my family. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like genuine. You know what I'm saying? So, but sometimes family ain't even loyal to you. So for me, you just gotta be genuine and just like your loyalty really gotta be there. But as far as like with my family, I hold my family near and dear. So it's just like my sisters, and then of course my brother. Like everything I do is about my brother, and then my 2 kids. So it was about my brother, but now it's about my 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? And also him, but my kids is everything now. So family is for sure everything to me.
Okay, cool. And that's true, right? That you're talking
Trues,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's true,
Yeah. I don't really like speaking to, the comfortability of people.
No, we don't have to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a safe space.
Yeah.
And sometimes people be nosy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really be on that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
my mom passed away like 2 years ago. So it just be a little like.
Sorry for your loss, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Yeah, no, it's really cool.
No, it ain't cool, but it's okay.
Like, it's not cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
But the way she molded me for real, I can still function and be on a high frequency. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't get to go through those things, so you don't want to talk about those things. You know, most people not comfortable talking with those things.
I mean, for me, it was like, it happened, what was it, 16? It happened 16, so the first few years for me was tough. It was tough for me because my brother was like, that's one of the ones who like stood behind me riding dirt bikes to the fullest. Like, no, you taking this shit bigger than life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I forget the name of the song, but Rod Wave, when he say, what's the song? He talking about his uncle, my biggest fan. When he say my biggest fan killed himself, you know what I'm talking about? When he said my biggest fan took his own life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's, so for me, it's just like, I understand what Rod going through because I feel like my brother was my biggest fan.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so let's bring the tempo back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You spoke about family, you spoke about your kids, and then earlier you spoke about loyalty and how big loyalty is to you, right? What's your opinion on relationships and dating these days?
My opinion on that is like, I feel like the dating relationships and like dating now is so different because I feel like it's about what can a female get from you. It ain't really about like building like a genuine connection. You understand what I'm saying? So when you find like a person that it wasn't even about that, like it wasn't about, oh, what can you do for me? What you bringing to the table or whatever. You get what I'm saying? When you find that, you gotta hold that close.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's rare, but it's there.
Right.
But it's so hard now because you see every female on Instagram is what a nigga gonna do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Can you do this? Can you get me this bag? Can you? Yeah, all that's cool, but I feel like the females is just throwing that straight out there now.
Okay.
So it's making guys like, oh, some guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like you just gotta find what's genuine out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So speaking on relationships, do you see yourself getting married as you keep growing in life?
I feel like if it happened, it happened.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't something that I'm not aiming towards, but I'm focused on like, yo, I gotta get married. But
Right.
if I settle down and that's what's going on, yeah, we could possibly get to that. Hopefully.
Okay.
But,
Yeah. I mean, shit, the way your parties look every year,
Yeah.
America's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? America's gonna be crazy. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I just move through, man. Like, I just move through. It's just like, whatever comes with it. If
Right.
that's where I'm at in that time and I want to get married, then I'm gonna get married. But
right.
if it happened, it happened. For me, I ain't focused on that.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, stay in your bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so
Sure.
what's the hardest lesson you learned through your journey?
The hardest lesson I learned through my journey.
You're in that hot seat, brother.
The hardest lesson I learned through my journey.
I got him.
I'm gonna say, to go back to it, just being crossed. So loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yeah, just being crossed.
Yeah.
For me, just being crossed in different ways with people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's some of I feel like because of how loyal I am to whether it's friends or family, how loyal I am and I don't cross people, it's just like, and I'm the type, I honestly give you the shirt off my back. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, so when you cross me, you can't come back from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me, so that was like one of the biggest lessons for me was I was crossed where the loyalty was damaged. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
And Lil Steve, 24K,
that's my guy.
yeah, he told me that. He's
Yeah.
like, bro, one thing I can say about, because I'm
Yeah.
doing my research, so I'm like, I'm trying to pull different,
Yeah.
because you ain't posting too much on Instagram. So I'm like, all right, who is he connected to that I know that I can hit up? And he's like, yo, he's an amazing guy, bro.
Truthfully, you're not gonna know really who I'm connected to because the men, I always acknowledge them as men because that's what they are. The men that I'm connected to, they ain't on Instagram.
Yeah.
They don't want to be in pictures.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I had to put my photographer, I'm a photographer, so I had to put
Yeah.
that out the bag. Like, I know Steve. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I hit him. He like, bro, great guy. So you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
my guy, Steve. How me and Steve met? I forget how me and Steve met.
it be like that, bro. It's
I
just,
forget, but I think Steve might have been taking pictures. It was something like that, and I'm just like, yo, I need you for this the next time. And then after that, Steve just ended up being like my go-to
Yeah.
At all times. Steve, where you at? Come on, we going here. We doing this. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a good duo, though.
yeah, for sure.
Nice. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Steve still, and I love that Steve down to learn.
Okay.
He don't think he know everything. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you tell him like, yo, no, do this one like this or whatever, he just down to learn.
Yeah.
And like people that's down to learn, I feel like they get so far in life because if you think you know everything, it's always something to learn.
Facts.
Sitting here, we may learn something from each other.
I've been learning from you.
That's what I'm saying.
I
So,
learned from you.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You broke earlier how you broke everything down to me. It was
Yeah.
like, nah, that's something that I think a lot of kids, because I'm 26. Well, I'll be 26 next week. But
damn, no disrespect. I thought you was older than me.
oh no, I'm young.
Yeah.
But nah, I'll be 26 next week. But that's always something that I always wanted. Like somebody older to be like, yo, you doing the wrong shit. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Or even how you said like, don't just be so stuck in a situation that you. Because I did
stupid.
that before,
Yeah, for sure.
by just really trauma bonding with my friends because it's like, oh, your father been in jail, my father been in jail my whole life.
Yeah.
So now we just cool with each other and neither one of us got guidance, so we just doing dumb shit. But then I know better because my mother done taught me to know better.
Right.
You feel me? My father who raised me taught me better. So I'm not even. I know in the back of my mind, like, yo, whatever. But at 8 years old, we've been rocking out with each other. So
Yeah.
I'm finna just.
So you think we supposed to grow up and just be tight all our lives?
Yo.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, now I done had. It's bad.
Yeah.
Like, so. It's, in that department, it's just like, you just gotta be genuine with me. Genuine and loyal.
Yeah, facts.
So, and me, I'm good with discernment. So,
Right.
I can judge you off top. I know what you coming for now.
Yeah.
I'm good with discernment now.
Okay.
But back then, I wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I can judge you off top. I know what your energy bringing, all that. Like your energy ain't
facts.
gonna tell me everything. I'm telling you, yeah, for sure.
I went on like a little spiritual guidance after my mom passed.
Yeah.
And I really like digged into like energies and I started reading books like Think and Grow Rich and 48 Laws of Power, right? And I didn't watch. I mean, I didn't listen to the book for the steps to take, but the steps to watch out from people.
It's funny you said that because it was like, I think it was right before the pandemic hit. I went through like a little depression stage. Because I was in fame so early that the money didn't amount up to the fame. So I was stressed. I was stressed and like, man, like, yeah, it's fine. And I started doing therapy. That's cool. I started doing therapy, and while I was doing therapy, I started reading.
Okay.
And the book that I started reading was 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. If you have time, you gotta read that book.
I'm on it, bro.
And it's not even a long book. 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. It shows you how to move through life and how to apply it. Actually, in the book, it tells you how to apply what they telling you in the book to your life. And it's different. I can't really name the chapter. It's been a while, but it tells you every chapter, and every chapter through the 7 chapters, you start low and then you just grow through the chapters. But I don't know if it was while I was reading the book or after I was done reading the book, but I thought back and just tried to apply everything that it was telling me in the book to my life. And I feel like the therapy and reading that book like really helped me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. One of my life-changing books was Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard about
book.
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy,
You gotta
bro.
send that to me. For sure.
Okay, I got you.
Um,
Can you clip that? The
7 Spiritual Laws of Success.
7 spiritual laws of success. Yeah, we gotta get on that now.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? All right. So I got a question, right? Why when it come to black people, right, we don't make business work how we make everything else in life work? What's your opinion on that?
We don't make business work how we make everything. I feel like with us, bro, it's like as much as we act, not me, probably not you, but as much as we act like we like to see everybody win and we don't. I just was watching something on Instagram where a while it was like, I never seen so many people hate other people's success. Where it's like being successful is a bad thing now. You got so many people grabbing at, like hating on you and just like preying on your downfall. While it was like, bro, I'm 45. I think he said 45. I don't really know the age that he said, but he was like, yo, I never seen this in my time, like growing up. He's like, it's very bad out here. Like people is really preying on your downfall. And you can also see it, like what I said with discernment. Like you can literally be around somebody and really see in their facial expressions and everything that they are not really happy for you, but they trying to act like they happy for you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be that person that can pick up on that type of stuff if that's where you at in life, like your mental. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But if you're not really, if your head big or you ain't really on that and you ain't paying attention, you ain't really gonna see it. Okay. But it'd be some people close to you that's really not really happy for you, and I didn't know that until I got older, like within the last few years. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you would say, from that point of that question, you would probably say it's more on the character side.
Yeah, your character is everything. Your character, your morals and principles is everything.
Yeah.
That's what shaped you to be who you are.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no morals and principles, then anything flies.
Right.
I seen a post also back on Instagram. I seen a post where it was a bunch of money. It's a bunch of money with blood laying on the ground.
Right.
With blood on the money. And it said, would you pick that up? Would you pick it up?
No.
If it's $1 million right there with blood on it, a bunch of blood on $1 million, would you pick it up?
It depends on what space I'm in. Like if I'm all right.
I feel like anybody gonna pick it up if they just down bad.
Yeah, that's why I said it depends on the space,
but
bro.
if you where you at today,
with enough
mental and
enough
everything.
mental and stuff I got right now, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No. But it's so many people that pick that up.
But a couple years ago or whatever, I see some blood on some money. It's $1 million, and I don't see nobody around.
Yeah.
To like really be on like, no, that's mine, or don't touch it, or it's just there. Hey.
But the moral of that was that the blood was on the money. It's like it's basically saying like you would do anything for some money.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the blood on the money.
So it's like, so me seeing that, and just like you said, at a time I would have picked that up.
But that's me being real though.
That's a fact.
Most people would like,
that's a fact. Bro, at a time you will pick that up.
You will pick that up.
Yeah, for sure. You will.
And that's what I pride myself on. That's why I have people around me that love me.
Yeah.
Because I'm me.
Right.
In any doors I walk into. You feel me? Like, I could sit here and I could have copped and said, no, I wouldn't have did that. No, bro.
Nah, for
There's
sure.
certain point in your life, bro.
It's just the space you're in.
Yeah.
That's for everybody. You got to grow to them spaces.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I understand how to break down $1 million. You like, yo, I can make that.
Yeah.
I didn't touch that already. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, all right.
But some people could also have $1 million, but also not have morals and principles and still pick that $1 million up off the ground. Just because you got $1 million don't mean you got morals and principles. You was just chosen to be in that position. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Your morals and principles don't really determine how much money you got.
Yeah.
Or what type of money you made.
No, I'd have been around that.
Yeah.
I'd have been around
that. Some people, like, as far as being rich, some people is not, and they say with rich, like, you gotta be, rich is like your health, your morals, principles, your character. Like, I'm just rich overall. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be rich overall with having the money as well.
Yeah, and who you are.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So can you describe the first time you ever touched a dirt bike? And what did that moment feel like?
The first time I touched a dirt bike, I was like 5 or 6. It was a guy from around my way, Va. His name Va. It was my brother dirt bike, a XR70. We was at Douglas. We was on Douglas track. And he was out there teaching me how to ride the dirt bike. So he on the back of the dirt bike, I'm on the front of the dirt bike. I'm probably like 5, 6 around that time. And as we going around the track, he jump off. But I don't know, he jumped off. And I'm still going. But I realized, so when I realized, I start panicking. yo, he ain't back there, but I still kept going somehow and made it all the way back around the track to everybody. But when I was coming, I ain't really know how to come to a complete stop. I wasn't going so fast.
Right.
Everybody jumped in front of me trying to stop me. And that's really how I learned how to ride from that point on. And then that was me really catching my balance. As the days went on, I learned how to switch the gears. I learned how to just go through the motions of ride.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. I like that. Okay. So how do you see the next generation of Baltimore dirt bike riding like evolving?
The next generation evolving, I feel like I put pressure on myself by playing a role in it, because my goal is really me trying to turn it into a league, a sport, so everybody that's riding could possibly be successful if or just make some money off riding dirt bikes. That always has been my goal since I was put in the positions that I was put in, being signed to Monster and things. Like, I'm going on, this year is my 10th, 11th year being signed with Monster. So
that's hard.
That's my goal, but everybody don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They scared to touch it. It's an insurance situation. You know what I'm saying? So, and then where we come from, we don't like riding with helmets. You know what I'm saying? It's like me, I don't really like riding with helmets, but when I do shows for Monster in these arenas and things like that, I gotta put on a helmet. I understand that, that's the business side, but do I really like wearing this helmet? No. But I gotta put it on to be successful at what I do.
Facts. Okay. I like that.
No,
Okay.
for sure.
If dirt bike riding never crossed your path, what would your life look like?
What would my life look like? Truthfully, that's a tough question, but what I hope my life will look like is just me just on the right path, moving through life. You know what I mean? But of course, like I said, we grow up in front of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I don't know which route. I can't even sit here and say I would have took that route, I would have took this route.
Right.
I just hope I would have been moving. I just hope I would be moving through life today, some sort of being able to take care of my kids, pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Just putting a roof over my head, making sure if at some point I need to give to a family member or something like that, I could do that. You understand me?
Yeah. Facts. Sure. No, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you for sure, like 1,000%. So what is your definition of success?
Definition of success. My definition of success is, my definition is like, I would say like whatever I'm on, whether it's Monster, where it's like, all right, for my next term, we grow that.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm working on this house. Let me get another one. I just want to grow in every aspect. You know what I mean? That's my definition of success. I don't got to be the richest or whatever. I just got let my bills be paid. Let everybody around me be good that I hold near and dear, that I love, and just like, we good. You know what I'm saying? If you fall short, I can help pick you up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my definition of success.
Okay. So you spoke on like real estate, right?
Yeah.
And I've been tiptoeing towards that direction. Are you wholesaling or are you buying?
So at first I was selling. At first I was selling, but no, I'm not saying at first like I sold houses. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the houses that I do have, I have two.
Right.
I was gonna sell them.
Okay.
But I had some guys that been in that department for a long time was like, nah, don't sell. Hold and rent.
Right.
Because over time, they're like, now you got two kids.
Okay.
Now you got two kids. It's like, hold over time, it's gonna grow.
Okay.
If it's worth, we're just gonna put a number out there. If it's worth $20,000 finished, which we know that ain't a real number, but if it's worth $20,000 finished, 10 years from now, it could be worth $100,000 finished.
Okay.
We just speak, that's not the numbers, we know that.
Okay, so I ask you that, right? When you holding and you renting it out, like, how was that looking like? Do you choose the tenants that you actually put in there, or is just like?
Of course, you have a say-so in choosing the tenants because we can go either the Section 8 route or you can just go the route of a tenant coming through a realtor and trying to get into the space. You understand what I'm saying? If they don't have a voucher or things like that, but you can put your house on the Section 8 list, where they're like, I'm accepting this.
Okay.
Or a realtor may bring somebody that's looking for a home that's paying out their pocket.
Yeah.
So, and you can choose who you want in your house. It don't really matter.
Yeah, because I would think, like, as you holding the house, right, and people, like, you know, for us renting it out,
Yeah.
like the overhead of that, of like, all right, somebody put a hole in the wall, back there again. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, somebody, you can't really determine who's gonna put a hole in your
I
wall.
know that, yeah.
Yeah, people go through shit every day. You know what I mean? People go shit every day, so you can't really determine. You may think I got the best tenant in the world, and then something happen. Somebody could possibly break in their house and vandalize it, but you can't really determine that part. That's just what come with it.
Right.
For me, I ain't got to that part yet because my property, one of them is almost finished.
Okay.
And then the other one I haven't even started working on yet. So
how far is you trying to take this? Like, how many houses you think, or like, however it take you, right?
I really don't have a thought on how many houses I want. I just feel like I want to do things that make me successful.
Facts.
So if holding these things and I know that they create value and things like that over time, all right, yeah, that's something that I can stick with because I'm not losing.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like that. I'm telling you, it took me last year to get into real estate. All my homies buy some property. I'm like, I don't see it. And I'm gonna tell you the real logic behind it. I'm like, I don't see it, bro. I go, and this is the dumbest shit ever. I go in the mall and spend 10 in the mall. At the end, when you sell this house, you're only making a $40,000 profit, but you held this house for 6 months. And in 6 months, you made a $40,000 profit. And you're like, damn, it took me forever
to get it.
But so if I host a club, I might get a dime, or I might get whatever I get. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, 40,000 in 6 months. You're like, whoa. It really wasn't no money, but you look back and it be like, no, the value is really in over time, holding it and it creating value, more value than what it was worth. But that's for me. Yeah. I'm still learning as well. I ain't the smartest, and I'm still learning from my big homie. So I ain't gonna sit right here and act like I know everything about it. But I see it.
That's game, though.
Yeah, I see it. For sure.
Especially for somebody that's closer to my age.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know how we are.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody close to our age will listen more than we'll somebody that's like a little bit more older.
But see, me, I listen. Like my favorite saying is, I don't really gotta get burnt by the same fire you got burnt by.
Facts.
So if you tell me, yo, I did it like this and I got burnt, I ain't gonna go stick my hand in it and get burnt too.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, no. I listen. I don't care how old you is.
Okay.
But you can't tell me no dumb shit and think I'm gonna listen. You get what I'm saying?
No, fact.
Yeah. But I'm definitely, age don't really, that's pride.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pride. So.
All right, so early on, right, I seen, like, when you was younger, you already, like, connected with Meek Mill. Like, how did that come about?
Yeah, I've been with Meek since I was, Meek got about 15, me and Meek got 15 years in. I've been with Meek since I was like 13, 14. I've been with Meek. Meek found me on Twitter. I guess Meek was on YouTube and must have came across my videos. So he tweeted, yo, what's up with the boy Chino from Baltimore? The tweet, everybody sending it to me, texting it to me. I don't think I even had Twitter at the time.
Right.
I think I had like MySpace or Facebook or something at the time. I don't think I had Twitter, but everybody sending it to me. They sending it to me. So it get back to me, and then Meek wound up having a show at Morgan.
Okay.
And gave his, like, yo, tell Chino, you can get in touch with Chino, tell Chino call me. Gave his number to somebody and they got back to me. I called him. As soon as I called him, he like, yo, I'm trying to help you take this bike shit to the next level. And that was his goal. Yo, come here. I'm doing this. I want you to be seen. I want you to showcase your shit so they can see you and know what you do, this, that, and third. And over time, from me doing that, it just built.
Right.
Yeah, it just built.
Okay. So, how did the monster situation
The
come
monster
about?
situation came about through me.
Okay.
And just through his team around him reaching out to different people trying to get him sponsors. And then, you know, Meek is so into bikes. Meek into dirt bikes. Like, he ride. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just putting the front out there like he ride and he just want to do something. So me and Meek, we really riding and things like that. So we get a meeting with Monster. We get a meeting with Monster. They come to Miami. We had rented out like this track. And we had the bikes and shit out there. So they out there watching. And basically like some scouting type shit, basically. So then we go back. I remember this day like it was yesterday. We go back to the studio after we leave the track. This is the night Dreams and Nightmares was made. I'm in the studio sleep. We got pictures and all. I'm in the studio sleep. They waking me up. This and the third. We got Monster. We got all the Monster drinks and all that type of shit around. And I just remember that's because like it's yesterday because of how big the song is today. And that's like being a part of that is like a situation in itself.
So that track was made in Miami.
Yeah, we was in the Satai.
Dang.
We was in the Satai Hotel. The Satai, I believe it's Lenny Kravitz studio. If I don't quote me, but I believe that's whose studio it is in the Satai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you ever see yourself transitioning into the motocross, or are you already into motocross?
I feel like no. I feel like I don't see myself. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. I don't see myself transitioning that because
You don't like to wear a helmet. You
I
told me
just
earlier.
it's not even. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that, but it's just like I don't want to break a bunch of bones to be successful. They break a lot of bones. They get hurt a lot. That shit is like they think it ain't more dangerous than our sport, but that shit more dangerous than our sport. They jumping. It's 10 people coming out the gate at one time. It's just like it's crazy. Like I mean, nah, I'm
You don't
cool.
think is it lucrative though, or you don't feel like it's lucrative enough for your bones?
It ain't lucrative enough for your bones.
Like to do it 1 year and jump in.
Nah,
It ain't.
nah, not at all.
All right. So there's a lot of amazing dirt bike rides in Baltimore, right?
Yeah,
Well, who was that one that you would pass that baton to?
that one. I would say I'm not even gonna say. I'm gonna say two, and it would be Sean and Trayvon.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
It's like they different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they different.
Listen, right? I usually don't let people slide
Yeah.
off the one, but I let you rock
Yeah,
with the two.
it
You know
gotta
what I'm
be
saying?
two.
I let you rock
Yeah.
with the two because honestly, with your content, I see they the two ones that you grab.
But if you put them two together, and you know bike life,
Yeah.
you'll be like,
That's tough.
it's tough to really pick between.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they
facts.
both is just like
But
amazing.
I wouldn't want to put you in that space to have to pick, knowing that these are the two ones that you have.
For sure, they my
So
guys.
Yeah, I let you roll with them too. You feel me?
I also got another guy too. He's not from Baltimore though. He from LA. Dirt bike kid.
They're right here. What's up with him?
He just different. He different as well. Yeah. I put all them in the same category.
What culture you come from?
He come from where we come from.
Okay, cool. What
Yeah,
race?
he black.
Oh, you black?
Yeah, he black. Yeah. He come from where we come from. He from Watts.
Watts.
Yeah.
That's
See, me and Sean and Trayvon, we're from the same hood.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I seen you star in movies like Charm City King.
Yeah.
And was that always like a dream for you?
Another thing, I never thought about being a movie star. I never thought about being not being an actor, none of that. I never thought about that. And also Only Child. I'm in the movie Only Child as well.
Bro.
But I thought you was trying to get that out. I thought that's what you was trying to get out, but yeah.
I like it though.
Yeah,
I like it though.
yeah.
I like it though.
It came about just because they took over the Baltimore story. And it's like at this time, who are you gonna get to be like the face of the dirt bikes in this movie?
Here.
And in Baltimore, you gotta get me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's how that came about, and also me having the relationships and knowing who I know. So I feel like that's how that played out.
But do you enjoy it? Did you enjoy being on set?
Absolutely. I definitely enjoyed it because it was me in my own element.
Right.
I feel like that being my first movie is what introduced me into like the acting situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if they would have tried to come get me for, what can I say? Just any other movie other than that
Like
movie.
John Wick or something.
Something like that, it would have been uncomfortable for me
Right.
because I didn't do acting school or anything like that. That's me being my raw, authentic self in that movie.
Right.
So,
So what about the second movie? How did you feel about that in a sense?
I feel like the second movie was another thing where it was like me being my raw, authentic self with a female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the movies that I've been putting and the roles that I've been playing, it's just been me really playing myself.
Mm.
But this camera gonna follow you for a minute, so it's just like, yeah.
Okay, so if you had to like, if you had the choice to pick another movie, what would be another like lane you would want to jump into, but still being yourself?
Still being myself. Another movie that I would like to be in.
Because you went in your element,
Yeah.
then you went with a girl, then it's like something else. Like,
Damn, that's tough. A movie. I would say like something like Power or something like
Power?
that. Yeah, something like Power, because it just resonates with what I come from. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like Baltimore culture, even though it's New York culture,
yeah.
but it's just like these are the same
Similar.
things that go on in our environment. So for me, it'll just be so regular and authentic that it'll make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Okay. So when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
What I want my legacy to be? I want my legacy to be, actually, my legacy is what it is. The best in the world that really just made a lane and took it to different aspects. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like what my legacy is, what they already put on my name as being like the best dirt bike rider in the world.
Okay.
But I built off of that. You know what I mean? So for me, that's...
You doing a lot of PR. You've been in the game for a long time. Like it's like you know the right thing to say.
I did none.
You
No
did that?
PR.
It just
No,
time.
it's just like me. I'm like I always tell everybody. I didn't learn. This is not a jab to nothing, but I didn't learn nothing in school. I learned the basics, but my learning come from traveling the world so young. I was traveling the world at 13, 14, going to meet Meek, L.A. And here, he put me in different rooms and things like that. So I'm in these different rooms and I'm seeing what this person got going on. And also when you're in them rooms, you hear what this person been through, what that person been through, or it's just you hearing different things and you learning different things, you eating different foods, you're in different places, and it's just like, I picked up on all that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a physical learner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that was how I learned. I learned in school, but it was the basics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with everything that you know now, right? If you had to like start over, what would be like the different routes or different situations that you feel like you would want to take at this current moment? Straight out the gate though. Like with the knowledge that you have now.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like straight out, what would I take straight out the gate? I think I would look for more knowledge because you need people. You get what I'm saying? You need not like need people in that, but you need to know more things. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm coming out, I may need, if I don't have the funds, I need somebody to help me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just stuff like that. I still would look for probably a hand in some type of way.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's just like I was Chino in Baltimore before I met Meek because I was young and on dirt bike. Most of the kids that's my age, or well, young men that's my age, they watched me in school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was on dirt bike so young. So it's just like, that's the route I would take. Yeah.
Okay. What's one piece of advice you wish the previous generation would have gave you?
My previous.
Like the generation before you. What's that one thing you feel like?
I think I got it.
You think you got it?
Yeah, I think I got the advice. That's what shaped me to be who I am today. I think most of the kids in my generation wasn't listening to, the young men in my generation wasn't listening to the people that was around them. They thought they had it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think, our generation is a social media generation. You get what I'm saying? So I'm learning from all the guys before social media.
Right.
There's two people my two closest people that came in here with me today, they 40 plus.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I ain't really around.
Everything was different.
Yeah, I was just.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but I gravitated towards like the older guys and just like, and I listened and learned. So,
okay.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't change. Cool.
So before we hit the speed round, right?
Yeah.
What are a list of like the top 5 best dirt bike riders that you feel?
A list of the top 5 dirt bike riders. I'm gonna say. They don't have to be in order, right?
They don't have to be in order.
All right, so I'm gonna say Trayvon, Sean, Dirt Bike Kid.
From LA, right?
From LA.
Okay.
Leaky from New York. That's 4.
Okay.
And 5, who we gonna say? I'm gonna say Miami Skeet from Miami. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So 2 from here, LA, New York, Miami.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, cool. So now we're in the speed round, right?
Yeah.
It's keep or delete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta keep one or you gotta delete one.
Okay.
Right? So a YZF 450 or a CRF 150.
I'm going YZF.
Okay.
You said YZF what? 150 or no? You said YZF 450.
Right.
Yeah, I'm 450 all day.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I kind of figured you was gonna pick that.
And I just like the brand more.
Like the brand
The
more?
bike's better to me.
Like is the sound or
They just feel better. They're more comfortable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Air Forces or designer shoes?
Air Forces. For sure. We come up off that.
Yeah. Okay. Knee knocking or no hands?
Knee knocking. We learned that way.
Okay.
Then we got the no hands.
The braids or the haircut?
For me, braids. I would say braids because I had braids all the way up until I was like 10, and I cut them because my brother cut his hair. And I regret it ever since, bro. And I'm talking about the only way I was able to grow my hair back now is because the short braids came back in style. So it was like okay for you to not have no hang time. So I got them back, and it's growing now, and it's getting long. So I'm like, yeah, this is really what I wanted all that time. Because if you think about it, I went from bush to haircut a lot. In Charm City Kings, I had a big bush.
Yeah.
But I never got it braided because it's like, you can't walk around with these little ass braids at this time. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ghana or Colombia?
Ghana. I say Ghana because it's the culture and just the culture and the love that I got in Ghana. I don't get the same love in Colombia. I get a lot of love in Colombia, but the love in Ghana was just like
different.
Bro, they treated me like I was down there Michael Jackson over there. It was like crazy. Okay. And I met some good guys over there as well.
It's a good thing that you brought up Mike, right? So rap or R&B?
I like rap. I love R&B though.
You gotta keep or delete one of them.
Oh, all right, so damn.
Yeah.
That's a tough question, bro. Cause we in 2 different elements. Like that's tough. I can't delete. We gotta pass on that question.
No, you this is speed round. I let you take the
All right, I'm gonna delete R&B then.
Okay.
R&B.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, light-skinned women or dark-skinned women?
I don't have a type, bro.
You don't have a type? But you
I
gotta
don't
keep
have a
or
type
delete one
like
of them.
color-wise. I don't.
We're in here. We're in here. We stuck in the speed round, brother.
I'm gonna go dark skin.
Dark-skinned women's growing on me a lot, too.
I'm gonna go dark skin, for sure.
Okay. So, only child movie or Charm City King?
Charm City King.
I knew you was gonna say
that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I had to.
Charm City Kings all day.
It's crazy you spoke on a mic situation because it's really rap or R&B.
Yeah.
Really out here.
See, I know about the big songs that they play this day and all that, but I don't really know too much about it. That's before my time. For Mike, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know too much about them. I know about the Thrillers, Damn, I can't even go past that.
Dang, you don't know like none of the Teddy Pendergrass, you don't know the Terrence Campbells, you don't know
No.
the Lethas.
Oh, no, I'm thinking you saying like songs that come from Mike.
Oh, songs that come
Yeah,
from
songs
Mike.
that come. I know about them artists that you spoke on, but I'm just saying I can't really go too deep into on Mike because
Right.
I don't really know too much about Mike.
I respect that. Okay. So I appreciate you for coming.
No, for sure.
Right.
I appreciate you for having me.
But look, before we wrap things up, right, is there anything that you want to promote? This is your camera right there.
I mean, at the moment, I would like to promote just Monster, of course. You know, it's one of my biggest sponsors. And that's it, really.
Okay. And for the next generation, any words of advice that you would give to the next generation that's trying to come up, that's doing some of the same thing that you're doing, like, what would be some good words of advice?
What I would say, don't be so loyal that you're dumb.
That was the gem of the day.
Don't be so loyal that you're dumb, and also just listen to people that has been through some things.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? And stop thinking we know everything growing up as young men and women. You know what I mean? So
Fact.
for me,
I appreciate that, bro.
yeah, appreciate you.
Man, that was amazing, bro.
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you. Nah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Always up. Never
Always
down.
go. You see?
Yeah, sure.
You good.
I ain't gonna lie, this is a nice ass situation you got
Appreciate
going on right here, for sure.
How you felt about the questions? I know you've been doing it for
Yeah.
a while.
I ain't gonna lie, I love doing interviews though.